The MP7 is the first submachine gun you unlock in Black Ops 2 as soon as you unlock Creator class. It is an average submachine gun with a medium fire rate and controllable recoil, making it well suited to close to medium range engagements. At long range, the low damage and high recoil make it difficult to win engagements against most other weapons. When using the MP7, it is best to stay at close to medium range to ensure you have the best chances to win every fight. At that range, the MP7's recoil is low enough that it is always worth aiming down the sights to ensure that every bullet finds its target. That said, it is often beneficial to start firing from the hip first, then aim down the sights, which can win you engagements you might otherwise have lost. With the MP7, you have to be ready for engagements, since other weapons can kill much faster from the hip. Don't sprint around corners, and be cautious when you suspect enemies are nearby. The perks I found most useful with the MP7 were Flak Jacket, Toughness, Dexterity and Tactical Mask. When you are aggressive, you often run into enemy explosive and other lethal and tactical equipment, which Flak Jacket and Tactical Mask help you survive. Toughness is essential to every weapon. Dexterity helps you recover from sprinting faster. Since you don't have Ghost, you will have to take out enemy UAVs using the Black Hat. The laser sight reduces the hipfire spread of the MP7. However, the MP7 isn't well suited to firing from the hip due to its average fire rate, since shot placements are random when firing from the hip. The suppressor keeps you off the radar and reduces muzzle flash. This lets you be stealthy, but at a much higher cost of losing a lot of the MP7's already low range. Fast Mag reduces the reload time. It is a handy but unnecessary tool, since the MP7 has enough bullets per magazine that you can choose when to reload. That said, be sure to stay back whilst reloading so that you don't run into enemies whilst unarmed. The foregrip reduces the recoil of the MP7. It is handy, but in the effective range of the MP7 I found that the normal recoil wasn't a problem. Whilst using FMJ, I didn't notice much of a difference to the MP7. The stock increases the movement speed whilst aiming. However, the MP7 kills fast enough that strafing isn't necessary, so the stock attachment is of limited use. The normal bullets per magazine of the MP7 are high enough that extended clip isn't needed. The select fire attachment lets you switch to burst fire, which didn't feel like it was useful. Rapid fire increases the fire rate of the MP7, but at the cost of a lot more recoil and less range, which costs you too much of the medium range capabilities. The MP7 has 4 optical attachments. None of them are particularly useful, since the iron sights of the MP7 are very good at the effective range of the MP7. Every sight except the reflex sight fills up large portions of the screen, taking away much of your peripheral vision, which is often important near the enemies. When you combine Dexterity and Quick Draw, you can be aiming down the sights of the MP7 almost instantly after sprinting. This is very useful as it lets you get accurate shots on target much faster than most opponents. Long barrel increases the range of the MP7. With it, you're going to be much more effective at medium range. Normally the medium range performance of the MP7 is a little shaky, but with long barrel you can be confident to dominate that space. Now I would like to hear from you. Leave a comment below with the class setup you prefer with the MP7 for a chance to be featured in next Wednesday's video, where I will give feedback about some of the builds you suggest. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time.